Third innings, 4 runs, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts in a no decision. Believe it or not, this is already his second time now facing the Arizona Diamondbacks. David Vassegh alluded to it earlier. Now we're starting to see teams see him for a second time. He went 6 scoreless innings, and he struck out 5 in his previous start against them. That was 3 weeks ago in Arizona, in which he got the win. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, every time he gets his start, it's powered by our friends at Ito Inn's Oi Ocha, Japan's #1 green tea, available at your local Daiso stores, Amazon, and itoin.com. That's itoen.com. Yamamoto, Manaply, Dodgers, Diamondbacks. We are 15 minutes away from first pitch from Dodger Stadium. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates, this Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, Dodgers fans, don't miss a single second of all the action. You can order your favorite food and drinks right from your seat in Dodger Stadium with Uber Eats. Plus, get $10 off 5 orders of $40 or more when you use code DODGERS10. Just scan the QR code or open the Uber Eats app, select Dodger Stadium as your location, place your order, and we'll let you know when it's time to pick up. Don't forget to say promo code DODGERS10 today for your next visit to Dodger Stadium. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer expires 11/1/2024.
Join Universal Studios Hollywood in celebrating the world-famous Studio Tour's 60th anniversary. For a limited time, step off the tram and onto the studio backlot. Explore an iconic film set. Relive movie moments and immersive photo ops. Enjoy themed food and more. Grab your theme park tickets and celebrate 60 years now through August 11th. Visit UniversalStudiosHollywood.com for details.
Get ready for a new level of comfort courtesy of Navient. Hey, it's David Vassegh with Navient's newest innovation in smart living, the new MPF Hydro Furnace. This whisper quiet hydro furnace is the ideal way to keep your home at the perfect temperature, lower your energy bills, and cut emissions. Plus, SoCal gas customers can get more than a $1,200 rebate. Learn about the new Navient MPF Hydro Furnace at hydrofurnace.com. That's hydrofurnace.com.
So here we go. It's a ball and 2 strikes and 2 out. Kelly. Ball strike 3. That ends the inning.
Fan favorite pitcher Joe Kelly has switched to number 99.
God, I love that guy.
You can rep his new number with an exclusive Joe Kelly 99 jersey presented by Yamava. Be one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance on Tuesday, June 11th at 7:10 p.m. against the Texas Rangers to get yours. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
As we were saying,
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Diamondbacks, Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. Joe Manaply, the reliever, is the opener going for Arizona tonight. First pitch coming up at 7:10. Dodger fans, enhance your listening experience to Dodger games by downloading the iHeartRadio app and listening in HD. It's all powered by LA Care Health Plan, serving all Angelinos, lacare.org. Before first pitch, we head back out to the booth. Stephen Nelson, Rick Monday, guys.
Thank you, Tim. Okay, Mo, before we get into Yoshinobu Yamamoto against the opener Joe Manaply for Arizona, let's talk about the weekend that was in Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani Day, officially now in Los Angeles County. May 17th turned into Shohei Ohtani weekend. He didn't have many hits in the series, but he made them count. His 13th home run on Shohei Ohtani Day, and then, of course, capping off the weekend with his first walk-off as a Dodger.
You know what really, I think really, it doesn't surprise me, but impresses me. And we'll take for granted the exceptional ability that he has. What I really embrace is how his teammates and the city have embraced him. Here's a star value, and yet it has not detracted from what this team as a whole is able to do. And I'm not certain that works in every ball club where you get someone that comes in so dynamic, that gets so much attention, front row and center. and yet he blends in very well with his ball club. And I think that's a big credit to Shohei Ohtani, who understands the team concept, and you don't get a whole lot of superstars that maybe embrace that.
Well, you talk about superstar, I'll add a word that isn't necessarily often tied to superstar, and that's humility. I mean, Shohei Ohtani, maybe too much humility, you would think, but that is the way he's wired, and that is what endears him to his teammates, his coaches, and fan bases as a whole. So it was great to see over the weekend, and now the Dodgers try and continue this strong stretch of play during which they've won 20 of 26 games, Mo, with Yoshinobu Yamamoto starting against Arizona.
Yeah, a couple of things we're going to be looking at very closely. First inning in particular, because it's a 324 average. Whatever it is, he has, at least to this point, has had a little difficulty settling in. Once he does, it's been lights out. And he's a guy, if you go to home plate as a hitter, if you're looking for one pitch, you're in trouble because he commands 5 of them very well.
Dodgers starters, MLB best 2.11 team ERA going back to April 21st. I mean, we talk about the starting pitching. The bullpen's been even better than that, Tim Cates. So hopefully both those things continue throughout this series for the Dodgers against Arizona. We'll talk to you when first pitch comes around.
Yeah, need the bullpen to keep it going, get the starting pitching going as well, and some timely offense. And the Dodgers can win their 4th in a row tonight against Arizona. The start of a 3-game series. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. First pitch when we come back. I'm Tim Cates. This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
Now streaming LA Dodgers baseball.
Now the 3-2. Curveball swung on and missed, strike 3. Line drive 1. Oh, what a stab by Freddie Freeman at first. Deep to right center. Back it goes. It is off the top of the wall. Here comes Taylor around third, and the Dodgers win it. Line drive right field. The Dodgers walk it off. The Dodgers win it.
The birthright of a legend. Bad down, kiss the ring, show reverence.
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
First 5 California.
Helping kids reach their full potential.
Security benefit.
To and through retirement.
And LA Care.
For all of LA.
I can't lose, I'm a believer. I'ma change the world and give them hell till they believe us.
There is not stopping. There is no rebuilding. Every year, it's a relentless pursuit of a title.
First pitch is moments away on the home of the Blue.
We're gonna change the world. Yeah. We're gonna change the world.
The LA Dodgers Audio Network.
This is LA Dodgers baseball. KLAC Los Angeles, KYSR HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station. Stream LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the main event.
The Dodgers have officially become the new evil empire. Yeah. Ohtani, you have Mookie Betts, you have Freddie Freeman.
This can't be happening, but it is. LA is rejoicing right now.
Holy crap, as they say.
Here we go, it's the main event.
Holy crap.
It's about time, let them know.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
This is the main event in Los Angeles sports.
A grand slam.
LA Dodgers baseball is brought to you by
Ford.
Built Ford Tough.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Jacoby and Myers.
Justice for you since 1972.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local, original, great.
Navien Tankless Water Heaters.
For endless hot water, visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
And by Galpin Motors.
Here we go, it's showtime.
Hot dogs and baseball go hand in hand like mustard and relish and Petros and money. Whether our team is playing at home or on the road, baseball season is grilling season, and that means Hoffy hot dogs. You think the boys in Blues lineup is stacked.
How about Hoffy's lineup of premium beef franks and their Hoffy bacon-wrapped hot dogs? The perfect start to making your LA dog. Hoffy hot dogs available at your local Smart and Final, or visit HoffyBrand.com. Hoffy, local, original, great.
Game days are not game day without Tito's Handmade Vodka, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Time to hit the stands with a Tito's cocktail in hand. Order a smooth Tito's cocktail, rock that blue and white, and root for the home team with your favorite team spirit. Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly. At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 34 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 270 locations in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
It's the bottom of the ninth. The game's on the line, and your small business needs a loan fast. Go to OnDeck.com, the small business lender trusted by thousands of business owners. With OnDeck, you can apply in minutes, and if approved, get your funds as soon as the same day. Go to OnDeck.com. Your loan is on deck. Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank. Limited eligibility for same-day funding. OnDeck does not lend in North Dakota. All loans subject to lender approval.
Time for another Yoshinobu Yamamoto start.
Get to know Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Presented by Ito X.
And he strikes him out looking.
Japan's #1 green tea.
AM 570.
After Colin Cowherd, it's Rogan and Rodney.
Give me a Donovan Mitchell. I just like the guy. I think he's a stud. If we subtract LeBron's money, I think we do something like that.
Now you've got Donovan Mitchell, LeBron, and AD.
You got three guys that, and Donovan Mitchell got hurt this year a little bit. But if everybody is relatively healthy, there's three guys that can play.
Fred Rogan and Rodney P. Weekdays at noon on AM 570 LA Sports and podcasting wherever you listen.
It's the season for sharing moments, memories, and meals. Whether you're watching the game with your crew or celebrating with family and friends, everybody wins with Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo combos for a limited time only at a medium pepperoni pizza for just $10 with the purchase of a large PCM meal deal. Planning a party? Shakey's has party packages for any size group. Dine in or get it to go. Share the good times at your neighborhood Shakey's.
Hey, Dodger fans. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is your place to go for entertainment. Get your tickets to see two-time Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Stevie Nicks on May 21st. Hang tough with the original boy band, New Kids on the Block, on July 1st. And don't miss Australian country superstar Keith Urban on July 13th. Only at Yamava, California's #1 entertainment destination. Must be 21 to enter. Get tickets at YamavaTheater.com.
In the history of Dodger Stadium, there's been 18 total rainouts. Hi, I'm Dave Roberts. As manager of LA's favorite ball club, I know a little something about rainouts. And last year's rain was one for the books. It was also one of LA County's best for capturing rain and stormwater. Over 200 billion gallons of stormwater was captured, enough for 5 million people. This year is starting out stormy. That's why LA County's putting in the work now for a safe, clean, reliable water future. Find out more at waterforla.com.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years. Led by the Bachman family, is the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Steven Nelson.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's the opening game of a 3-game series. The Dodgers coming off of the victory against the Cincinnati Reds yesterday in 10 innings. A walk-off base hit by Shohei Ohtani, and tonight it's going to be Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. Dodgers taking the field. And here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. It'll be Mookie Betts leading it off at shortstop. Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. Freddie Freeman is at first base. Will Smith doing the catching. Teoscar Hernandez is in left field. Andy Pages getting the start in center. Jason Hayward is in right. At third base, KK Hernandez. And Miguel Rojas will be at second base, and he'll bat in the number 9 position. For Yamamoto, the 25-year-old right-hander, make that his 10th start. His record is 4-1. With an ERA, it's a good one at .21, and he's allowed just a .217 batting average against him. The umpiring assignments for tonight's ball game: Carlos Torres will work the plate. He'll call the balls as strikes. Ryan Wills is at first. The crew chief, Chad Fairchild, is at second. And Paul Clemens umpiring over at third. We'll join tomorrow, same start times. That's at 6 o'clock with the Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck show. And the first pitch at 7:10. And Gavin Stone will be starting in that ball game. And then the finale of this series and the homestand, also a 7:10 start. And that is going to be Tyler Glasnow, who will start for the Dodgers on Wednesday. Then this Dodger ball club packs up. They go on the road. 3 in Cincinnati, 3 in New York against the Mets before returning home on the 31st of May. And the Rockies will be in Dodger Stadium on that time. So it's Dodger Ball Club, first place in the Western Division of the National League, 7.5 in front of San Diego. The Giants begin things 8.5 out. Arizona 9 games back, and then the Rockies, well, they're waiting for next year opening day. They're 15.5 games out of first place. This Dodger Ball Club, winners of 20 of the last 26. Meanwhile, Arizona, the last 10 games, they have played 500. They have won 5 and lost 5. So opening game of 3, Dodgers against the Diamondbacks. Happy to have you with us, and with the play, here's Steven.
Thank you, Mo. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, we appreciate you spending your Monday evening with us here at Blue Heaven on Earth, Dodger Stadium. This 7-game homestand continues against the division rival Arizona Diamondbacks. D-backs visiting the Ravine for the first time since stunning the Dodgers in last year's division series. Yoshinobu Yamamoto kicks and fires the first pitch to Corbin Carroll, who fouls it back for a strike, and we are underway. First pitch thrown. Just at 7:10 Pacific time, 62 degrees. Tonight's time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. A fastball from Yamamoto, just in and up, called ball 1, the count level. The Dodgers coming off a series victory, 3 consecutive wins to take the series from the Cincinnati Reds. A 1-1 from Yamamoto. Another heater, clips the top of the zone. Strike 2. The Dodgers have now won 7 of their last 8 series. Meanwhile, the visiting D-backs just lost 2 of 3 to Detroit. They've dropped 5 of 9 overall. The 1-2 pitch, cut on and missed, strike 3. First batter, first strikeout for Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Oh, he hasn't wasted any time. And for Yamamoto, you look at the last 3 starts, he has been really right on the money. 4 runs, went 5 2/3, no decision against the Giants. That was last Monday. And then faced the Arizona Diamondbacks prior to that outing.
That was on the 1st of May. 6 shutout frames at Chase Field in Phoenix, 5 hits. Ketel Marte, the switch hitter, fouls strike 1 off the chest protector of Will Smith, who's no worse for the wear. The second baseman, Marte, carries an 18-game hitting streak into this series against the Dodgers, but his average has actually dropped in that span, Mo, if you can believe it. That's because he has, I say this in quotes, only 1 hit in 16 of his last 18 games. Yamamoto ready for the 0-1 pitch, and it's a little flare into center field. It will drop down in front of Andy Pages. 0-1 out base hit for Ketel Marte. The hitting streak now 19 games.
Yeah. 17 of 19 now hit. Yeah, it's kind of strange when you say an 18-game hitting streak and then you say, well, the average actually went down. It's because of those 1-for-5s, and if you're at the top of the order, you're going to get 4 and 5 at-bats per game.
Marte on in front of an old friend. The new DH for the D-backs, Jock Peterson. Wearing bright yellow shoes, matching batting gloves, and a front right elbow guard. The left-hander stares at the first pitch fastball below the zone, but called strike 1. Yamamoto will take it, and Jock Peterson now discussing the call with Carlos Torres. He can discuss it, but he won't change it. Yamamoto out of the stretch on the first base side of the rubber with Ketel Marte behind him. He gets Peterson a roll over, strike 2 foul. Jock has a 4-game hitting streak, paling in comparison to the now 19-gamer held by his teammate on first base. But he's 7 for 15 in that span. That's a .467 clip, 3 extra base hits, and a couple of home runs. He's been a quality free agent pickup for Arizona after a couple years in San Francisco. Yamamoto's 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another splitter that dropped off the table.
He gets that splitter, and it acts really as a cross between a changeup and a curveball, and it goes down. So Peterson, who looks like he's been playing with a large container of mustard with all the yellow that's been on him, will go back to the dugout.
Good get back for Yamamoto, too. The last outing for him against Arizona, Peterson had 3 of Arizona's 5 hits on the 1st of May. Now the first baseman, Christian Walker. A fastball misses just outside for ball 1. Walker, winner of the last 2 Gold Glove Awards in the National League at first base. Marte still off first, not going anywhere as Yamamoto misses with a split finger.
He's not going to go anywhere with that lead. In fact, if he kept his left foot in place and fell to his left, he would actually be partially in foul territory. And he's about a step behind the baseline between first and second.
2 balls, no strikes. Yamamoto delivers to Walker. Big swing, big miss on a 94-mile-per-hour heater.
Stephen, the reason I mentioned he's back, I remember the late Joe DiMaggio told me that when he led off at first base, he wanted to be inside the bag, closer to the pitcher. You got to ask him why. He says, when the pitcher looks over, he thinks I have a shorter lead if I'm inside the baseline.
After this 2-1 from Yamamoto, I think Walker may have got a piece. Either way, it's strike 2. And watch your feet on that name drop, folks. Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah. Hey, stay tuned. More to come.
1 on, 2 out. Top of the first inning. Yamamoto trying to strand Ketel Marte on first base. He's a strike away from doing so. He's set to fire a 2-2. It's on the way. And Walker, check swing, but he does go around. So 3 Ks for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. 1 hit, no runs. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and Freddie Freeman on the Mookie Betts kicking off the lineup in front of Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman. Will Smith, the cleanup batter. Teoscar Hernandez in left field, followed by Andy Pages patrolling center. Jason Hayward gets the start in right field. The last 2 of the order, Kike Hernandez at third and Miguel Rojas at second base. Well, during this stretch, Mo, you mentioned the Dodgers winning 20 of their last 26 games. They've really been carried by the pitching staff, especially lately. The offense has taken a little bit of a downturn since May 10th, averaging 3.9 runs per game. You compare that to the 6.25 runs per game scored from the 21st of April to May 8th, the start of this stretch. Strike 1 fired by the opener for Arizona, Joe Mantiply, on a pitch that was off the plate to Mookie. Carries a league-leading .435 on-base percentage into this series opener against the D-backs. Left-handed Mantiply fires a fastball inside off the plate, missing, leveling the count 1-1.
Yeah, those numbers you're talking about. The pitching has taken the burden really off of the hitting aspect. Of course, the hitting was taking the burden off the pitching to start.
Mookie Betts hangs back and pulls a fly ball left field, hooking toward the line. Sliding catch by Lourdes Gurriel. Just on the warning track, sliding across the line. Taking a leadoff base hit away from Mookie Betts. Heck of a play from the 2023 All-Star.
That's a good catch. You make that catch, it takes away an extra base hit. So the Dodgers, with all the discussions and really sessions of talking about the hitting, they're not going to have a long look at Mantiply.
Mantiply, the left-hand reliever. Shohei Ohtani puts a bunt down left side, fielded by Mantiply, whose throw is then knocked out of the glove by Walker. So Shohei reaches in surprising fashion. Nobody, and I mean nobody in this stadium, was expecting that.
I got news for you. Nobody in this hemisphere was expecting a bunt.
I mean, the throw pulled Walker across his body toward his own dugout on the first base line. And it hit the webbing of the glove, but Walker, again, Gold Glove winner the last 2 years, could not hang on. It was not a perfect throw, but it did hit the webbing of the glove.
And Walker looked a little surprised by even the throw coming to him.
I thought his pitcher might put it in his pocket. He did not. So Ohtani on, Freddie Freeman in there, swinging at the first pitch and putting one in the seats for a souvenir. So Shohei Ohtani follows up his walk-off base hit, which was a bullet to right field, with a bunt base hit here in the bottom of the first inning against Arizona. 0-1 the count on Freddie Freeman. Mantiply stares at Ohtani and will check him back with a pickoff attempt. That is unsuccessful. Mantiply expected to give way to the right-handed Slade Ciccone. Torey Lovullo trying something different for Ciccone. Another foul ball. This one on a breaking ball to Freddie Freeman. 0-2.
Well, Arizona signed Mantiply, minor league free agent contract, January 4 years ago. So this is his 23rd game, the first time he's actually opened up a game as a starter.
The 0-2 to Freddie. Shot to the left side, could be 2. Fielded by Suarez at third. He goes to second for 1, and it is 2. So an inning-ending double play induced by Mantiply. So Ohtani's surprising bunt spoiled. So after 1. For you. Dodgers and D-backs scoreless after 1 full. Each with 1 hit. Shohei Ohtani, first bunt hit since April of 2022. So it's back to work for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, facing 5, 6, and 7 for Torey Lovello's lineup. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Jake McCarthy, and Eugenio Suarez. The first pitch from Yamamoto is a fastball pulled down and away to the right-handed Gurriel. Ball 1. Yamamoto had 3 strikeouts in the first inning. As 1-0 pitch to Gurriel, grounded to Mookie Betts at short. On a backhand, he watches it in the glove and then throws it across to Freddie Freeman, 1 away. In that first inning, Mo, the 3 strikeouts came on 3 different pitches. The splitter, and the slider, and the heater.
It's been the full package. And for Yamamoto, when he gets ahead in the count, it really has not allowed too many hitters leeway at all.
Also had 5 swings and misses in the first inning, so a good sign early. First pitch to McCarthy is a curveball low, ball 1. And that's something you talked about in our pregame segment, was getting off to a good start for Yamamoto. He steps back and fires a 1-0 pitch and gets a ground ball toward the on-deck circle of the Diamondbacks, 1-1.
Well, there are not too many percentages really in the favor of a hitter if you get behind in the count very early. There are some exceptions to the rule. One of them, Mookie Betts, surprisingly enough, he has the highest average in baseball with 2 strikes.
Right now, Mookie Betts almost straight up with the second base bag, facing the left-handed McCarthy. Kike Hernandez is on the grass on the third base line. Probably about 25 feet from it. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count on the right fielder McCarthy.
The batting average for Mookie Betts with 2 strikes this year, an incredible .301, the best average in baseball.
That's why he's one of the MVP candidates in the National League. The 3-1 pitch has popped up, pushing Mookie Betts in the outfield. He'll give way to Pages in shallow left center field. 2 down. And now the right-handed third baseman, Eugenio Suarez, in his first year in the desert, was acquired from the Seattle Mariners in the offseason. His first year with the D-backs, off to a tough start. Batting average .211, but that's never been his calling card. It's the slugging percentage you're always watching with Gino, who fouls a fastball off the inside corner, 0-1. And that slugging percentage just .319 so far in 2024. Only 3 home runs, and that is what they were trading for. Some right-handed pop. Yamamoto, the righty, delivers. The right-handed Suarez, another swing. This time a miss. 0-2. Suarez will strike out a lot. Can Yamamoto do it again? You bet. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a final out of the second inning. The 4th K for Yamamoto. He works a 1-2-3 frame. against the Diamondbacks. 4 strikeouts, 2 scoreless. So the Dodger lineup back to work in the home half of the second. They'll face a new pitcher. Was Joe Mantiply, the lefty, opening. And now it's Slade Ciccone. This pitching change is brought to you by Navien. High efficiency, tankless water heaters, boilers, and the new NPF Hydro Furnace. Next level comfort, perfect for your home and the environment. Learn more at hydrofurnace.com. Ciccone, it was always the probable to start this game, but Torey Lovello said that he was going to use Mantiply as an opener. And the lefty to see Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman, and I'd say it worked out, as Ciccone's first pitch is a fastball downstairs to Will Smith, ball 1.
That's a pretty good giddy. At first pitch is at 94, so that's slightly above the average Major League fastball. That's at 93.
This is upstairs, going off speed. 2 balls, no strikes.
I think part of the thought process too, Stephen, with Torey Lovello is that Ciccone's had difficulty for whatever reasons coming out of the gate to start a game the first inning.
The 2-0 pitch to Smith will take strike 1, hitting.
And a couple of numbers. Bases empty, it's just a 162 batting average against him. Runners on base, it's close to 300.
With nobody on, he's still kind of out of his stretch. A foul ball from Will Smith.
Yeah, that's kind of strange, but evidently the attention is drawn to a base runner maybe a little bit more. That's really the unknown fact. And some guys have difficulty. I think especially those guys, decades ago, that is a separate delivery with nobody on or out of the stretch with somebody on base.
A 2-2 pitch to Smith is fouled back.
And at that time, you could really see a disparity in the batting average against in some of those pitchers who maybe did not pitch well out of the strike zone or out of the stretch position.
For Ciccone, he gave up 6 runs in 5 2/3 innings in a 6-2 loss to Cincinnati last Tuesday. All 6 of those runs were allowed in innings 4 through 6. Smith pushes a fly ball to right field. Easy to handle for McCarthy, and he does. First out at the bottom of the second.
When Ciccone is on, right-handers have hit $150 against him. That's all. So right-handed batters have not been on base against him very often.
The rookie has had trouble getting deep into starts. He's really dominated lineups the first time through. I mean, opponents are 1 for 43 the first time through. 1 for 43 with 13 strikeouts. After that, though, they're 19 for 56. It's a 339 clip with just 7 Ks. Ball 1 down and away to Teoscar Hernandez.
Which is somewhat similar to Yamamoto, because the first time through the lineup, Yamamoto coming in tonight has allowed almost a 300 batting average against the first 9. In the second 9, third 9, whole different story.
95-mile-per-hour fastball fouled back into the net by Hernandez, squaring the count 1-1. No runs given up by Ciccone in innings 1, 2, and 3. So it's interesting that he didn't have the first inning, but again, the D-backs trying something different. A 1-1 pitch to Teo. That's slash foul in the right field seats. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hernandez, at this juncture, Mo, 3rd in the National League in home runs and tied for 3rd in RBIs, and that's despite a recent relative cold stretch for Hernandez. The average now at 246 on the season. It's a bullet up the middle into center field. A 1-out base hit for Teo.
The Dodgers, we were talking on the pregame show, having won 20 of 26, and you gave the numbers of the starting staff, low ERA, bullpen, even a lower ERA than that. What is kind of weird, if you look at the last 14 games, of which the Dodgers have won 10 of those 14, as a team, they're hitting just .212. But they haven't had to score a lot of runs because the pitching has held the offense quiet.
1-on-1 out for Andy Pages. Holds up on the first pitch, and the D-backs want to appeal, and they get the strike call from Ryan Wills at first base. And it's an 0-1 count on the player who's provided the opening scoring punch the last couple of games. Yesterday was with a 2-run homer off Hunter Green into the left field corner. Ball 1 upstairs, level count.
Teams are still trying to figure out how to pitch to Andy Pages. So they're comparing notes. For Pages, this is the 31st game he's played in since getting called up.
Batting average at 265 for the rookie, who takes a big swing and misses big on strike 2. And Hernandez is tagged out. A back pick by Moreno. And Walker put the glove out, and Hernandez stepped on the bag but was called out by Wills. Hernandez still standing on the bag, awaiting the Dodgers coaching staff, who are saying, we want the headsets. So a challenge coming from the Dodger dugout. We've seen some successful back picks around the big leagues in recent days. And based on our first look of replay, Mo, it looked like Hernandez had the foot back.
This isn't even close. Yeah. Well, it's close, but
Los Angeles is challenging the out call at first base.
And if this isn't reversed, we're going to pack up and go home.
Deal. So the tag was applied just on the ankle of Teoscar Hernandez, but it was after his foot was on the bag. And everybody who's seeing the replay here at Dodger Stadium reacting to what we're talking about. So this should be a relatively quick review from the replay center in New York City.
We've noticed really this year a different positioning of first base umpires when their runners at first base. They are lined up almost directly between the pitcher and the first base.
The call in the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Los Angeles retains their challenge.
See, we're staying.
Okay, I guess we'll hang out here at Dodger Stadium and watch a baseball game. So Hernandez stays on first. Still only one out in the bottom of the second. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Andy Pages, who after the break steps back into the batter's box, but then has to wait again for the umpires to resume their positions. Chad Fairchild, the crew chief, had to make his way from the first base line back to his spot on the shortstop side of second base. So Ciccone peeks over his shoulder at Hernandez, who's leading off first base, comes home to Pages. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a fastball at 95 miles per hour.
Quick note, something to think about in this series. With Moreno, the catcher, you start to look at all the catchers in baseball this year. He's had the highest caught stealing percentage of any catcher over the last 2 years. He's nailed 36% of those trying to swipe a base.
Now 2 down in the inning. Jason Hayward, the batter, and the left-hander facing the righty Ciccone, who gets a call off the inside corner for a strike. And that's a big thing for Moreno, whose bat has taken a step back to start this season. That sort of was his calling card coming up through the Toronto system, and certainly last year, his first season as a D-back. The 0-1 pitch to Jay Hay. Swings away, a little flare left side. Suarez hustling after it in shallow left field, and he tracks it down. So the 1-out base hit of Teoscar Hernandez is left stranded. Second runner left on base for the Dodgers in 2 scoreless innings.
LA's best sport.
Now at Dodger Stadium. Skip the line and order from your seat using the Uber Eats app. Pick up when notified and stay enjoying Dodger baseball. Yoshinobu Yamamoto facing Moreno, Newman, and Carroll. 8-9-1 for Arizona in game one of this three-game series at Dodger Stadium. First pitch fastball off the plate outside, but called a strike. And so the right-hander and the Dodgers will take it. Right-handed hitting catcher, the Diamondbacks. Won a Gold Glove, pushes a ground ball. Second base, stopped there by Rojas diving. He throws it to Freddie Freeman. What a play by Miggy Rowe.
You start to look at the high percentage of plays that Miguel Rojas has made over the last 4 years when he has had to leave his feet. He's ranked really in the top 3 in Major League Baseball. And it's not only diving for the ball, but really quick hands.
And at second base tonight. Right, with Mookie Betts trying to get his legs underneath him at short. Strike one delivered by Yamamoto to the shortstop, Kevin Newman. Now a curveball that misses down and away. 1-1. Miggy Rowe doing Miggy Rowe things to supply the first out. The top of the third inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Yamamoto, and it's a good one, a curveball. Strike two.
He doubled up on the hook.
Newman, a former first-round pick of the Pirates out of the University of Arizona, which Rick Monday does not have kind things to say about that particular institution.
Oh, it's a wonderful institution. Good baseball teams, great university.
Oh, and that's ripped fair down the third base line for Newman. In the corner is Hernandez, who digs it out. A stand-up double for the Arizona shortstop. Now the throw gets away initially from Kike Hernandez, and he had to dive to keep that from getting too far gone and allowing Newman to take third base.
Number 7, Corbin Carroll.
I say gets away. I mean, got away from Hernandez, who let it go. And then just kind of cut. It tailed away toward the Dodger dugout. So at the end of it, a one-out double for Newman. The lineup turns over to Corbin Carroll. Carroll struck out leading off the game. Yamamoto out of the stretch. Fires strike one. A split finger on the outside corner.
Carroll, the low batting average you're talking about is below 200. It's also below 200 with runners in scoring position so far this season. He's just not been able to get it into gear and keep it there.
It's been a mystifying start for the National League Rookie of the Year in 2023. He was also an all-star starter. Ball one inside from Yamamoto. 1-1 the count. $11 for 31. You do the math. That's 355 with 10 runs batted in.
Yeah. You know, with good programs, television and radio, you know what they say at the end of that segment? Stay tuned.
Right now, we have to stay tuned for action because there's a consultation on the mound brought to you by Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Dodgers. Get a free consultation by calling 1-800-5-MILLION because everyone deserves justice. The D-backs pitching coach, veteran pitching coach, Brent Strom, out there with his entire infield trying to get on the same page for a key at-bat against perhaps the National League MVP. You could flip a coin. Is it Shohei Ohtani? Is it Mookie Betts? You don't know, but you know it's a Dodger.
Oh, he just simply feasted on starting pitching over the last 2 years. Ohtani, in those 2 years, tied for the best average in baseball against starters. 347 average.
He's 1 for 1 tonight. A bunt single. You won't do it again, Shohei. No, he won't. He's going to swing. Make no mistake. Finally, the 2-0 from Ciccone. Shohei does not have to swing. It's ball 3 outside. Freddie Freeman waiting on deck. No outs in the third. The Dodgers have already tied the game thanks to the leadoff home run this inning by Kike Hernandez. And hits for Rojas and Betts. Now 3-0. Ohtani takes, and it's in there for strike one. Ohtani, 13 home runs, 16 doubles, a triple, 33 runs batted in. 3-1 the count. The pitch from Ciccone. It is too low. Looked like it might have got the bottom of the zone, but it's ball 4 to load the bases. Giddy up, folks. Freddie Freeman. Bags packed full of teammates and no outs in the inning. Tough call. Freddie 0 for 1. Ended the first with a double play. Ball 1 up and away.
Freeman in his career. This is the 95th game that he's played in his career against Arizona. He's hit .342 with 20 home runs.
He's in front of Ciccone. Swings at the 1-0. It's a foul ball back into the net. Levels the count. His OPS against the D-backs at .1015. 57 extra base hits. 67 runs batted in. But his average with runners in scoring position the last 20 games, an uncharacteristic 158 for number 5. All that's history. The focus is on the present. Bases loaded, nobody out in the third. Tie game at 1. The 1-1 pitch to Freeman. Misses the zone. Ball 2. Two balls, one strike. Ciccone to Freeman, high in the air. Center field, hit deep. Carroll's at the wall. It is gone! A grand swing for Freddie Freeman. Home run number 5. 4 ribbies added to his total. 3 more added to the scoreboard. It's 4-1 Dodgers.
He's not just getting high fives, he's getting high tens. And with that trip around the diamond, stop by any one of the Daniels Jewelers locations and say home run for your free team bracelet, along with a $50 gift card towards any purchase of $99 or more. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream.
My excitement cost me my math skills, Mo. 1 + 4 is 5. So 5-1 the lead for the Dodgers. Still nobody out in the inning. And now Will Smith to the plate. Strike 1 from Ciccone. Now there's been some talk about the lack of slug for Freddie Freeman. Nothing lacking there. 2 home runs in this inning, both to center field. Cue shot foul for Will Smith.
Yeah, somebody asked me about that a couple of days ago, and I said exactly what I said. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Will Smith behind 0-2. If there's anybody that can produce in this spot, it's him. That's a pulled fastball, ball 1 for Ciccone.
And where did this inning begin? It began the 8-9 hitters. A home run, a single, and then Betts with 2 strikes hits a single. Ohtani draws the walk, and then kaboom, the grand slam.
1-2 spoiled by Will. Sometimes you start to stress or worry a little bit when you see 2 strikes on a batter. But when we look down and see 2 strikes on Will Smith, you're thinking, okay, it doesn't really matter because he's so good.
Yeah.
Just a complete package.
His walk-up song should be, don't worry, be happy.
Another 1-2. Will Smith puts a charge into 1. This one deep to left, and this one is gone. It's a home run derby for the Dodgers in this 3rd inning.
I told you, don't worry. Be happy.
Put another one up there. Let's do the math slow this time. 5 + 1, 6-1 Dodgers.
But he only got a high 5 when he came back. Freeman got a high 10. And with that trip around the diamond, you can go high 10 at Daniel's Jewelers. Any location, just say home run for your free team bracelet, along with a $50 gift card towards any purchase of $99 or more. Daniel's Jewelers. Own the dream.
Smith and Freeman go back to back. Still no outs in the third. What an inning. And we still got a long way to go. Strike one on Teoscar Hernandez.
Long way to go. How do you like the ride so far?
I don't hate it, Mo. That's ball one tumbling outside. Now we have some scurrying in the Arizona bullpen. Kike Hernandez, a laser to just left of straightaway center. Freddie Freeman, a grand slam to just right of straightaway center. Big swing, big miss from Teo, 1-2. And then a home run over the left field wall for Will Smith.
Smith, his 16th career against Arizona. His 61st game against the Diamondbacks, hitting an even 300 in his career.
One and two the count on Teo. Cicconi's pitch misses away. Square count, 2-2.
Well, this ball club, we see it each and every day. When they get explosive with the offense, it's something to watch.
The 2-2 pitch. Upstairs on a fastball that Teo can't catch up to. A strikeout for Cicconi, and finally a one out in the bottom of the third. Before that came, 6 runs became the total for the Dodgers. You think about the 12 innings prior to this one, 3 runs. They've doubled that total in this frame alone. Bases empty, 1 down. Andy Pages the batter. And ahead of the count, 1-0. Takes a big cut on a fastball, fouled it back into the net, 1-1. And the Dodgers with a lightning jolt of energy into this Dodger Stadium crowd here in the bottom of the third inning. A 6th spot, still 2 outs to play with. The 1-1 pitch to Pages is popped back and into the seats. Cicconi's 1-2 pitch. Pages is popped up right side. Walker calling everybody off. 2 away.
Dodgers bring the 9th man of the inning to home plate.
It's Jason Hayward. Right fielder 0 for 1 in the 7th spot. Dodgers 6, D-backs 1. 2 out in the bottom of the third. Hayward pokes the first pitch foul. Fastball up and in. 1-1. Hayward 2 games in the series against Cincinnati. His first action in 40 games. He had hits in both of them, including his first home run of the year on Friday. The right field corner. Another fastball from Cicconi that misses upstairs. 2-1. And he was 1 for 4 on Sunday. In front of the count, 2 balls and a strike. The pitch from Cicconi. Hayward pokes it in the air to left field, and the fans, having seen 3 home runs already, thought there was a 4th, but it falls into the glove of Lourdes Gurriel. But the Dodgers put up a 6 spot in the third. 6 runs on 5 hits to take a 5-run lead into the 4th. Home runs for Kike, Freddie, and Will. The Dodgers bust out with a bang. We're through 3.
speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
We do not mess up your name. We pride ourselves here on MLB Central.
That's right.
Right?
That's
on
right.
getting them right. We have a little game for you. Are you ready? Blower Lau had his first big league hit against Nathan Eovaldi.
Wow.
No.
Oh. Your first knock's Eovaldi?
Off the end of the bats.
That's
Weber.
a nice one, though.
Yeah.
What were you thinking right there?
Oh, this is your first knock? That doesn't count.
Have you ever hit 1,000 for a year?
There you go.
Brandon Woodruff and his wife Jane. Nancy's story is straight, courage, and fight against cancer. Embodies the message behind going to bed in his breast cancer. During treatment, Nancy continues to find joy in watching and playing sports and loves keeping up with our Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball and the Brewers will continue our efforts in raising awareness and funds for research for the fight against breast cancer.
Linos, LACare.org. Well, the Dodgers certainly enhance your viewing and listening experience in the bottom of the third inning. 3 home runs in a 6-run frame. To go from down 1-0 to up 6-1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto now working with the lead. A fastball that is called ball 1. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 5, 6, and 7 on the slate for the D-backs against the righty. And then pulls another fastball, this one into the left-handed batter's box for ball 2. But you said it, Mo, that when the Dodgers offense erupts like that, it is some kind of sight. The 2-0 pitch is fouled away by Gurriel. 2 balls and a strike.
Especially when it's all 9. And you don't know which one of them is going to deliver the big hit or hits. But boy, when this ball club offensively passes the baton on to the next guy, they're dangerous.
A fastball that just missed away. So now a 3-1 count to the left fielder Gurriel. He is one of those struggling D-backs here in 2024. Grounds a 3-1 pitch to Kike Hernandez at third. Handled by Hernandez, who throws it to Freeman for the first out of the 4th. Gurriel enters the series with his OPS down 117 points, and obviously that's dropped even lower because he's 0 for 2 so far today. And 117 plus from last year. Someone who's up this year is Jake McCarthy, the right fielder who steps in now. A first pitch strike on a fastball for Yamamoto. McCarthy flew out to center field his first time up in the second inning. In the air, little flare, could be trouble for the Dodgers in no man's land, and no man is there as it drops in between Teoscar Hernandez and Mookie Betts, who is running back from short. Just a classic bloop single for Jake McCarthy with 1 out in the 4th.
McCarthy is not going to be in a lot of motion just watching that ball in the replay. Really no chance at all unless there's a possibility of a collision between Betts and Hernandez, and that's not something you want to see.
We've seen some communication issues that nearly led to an awful collision over the weekend for the Dodgers. Ball 1 inside to Eugenio Suarez. That was with Miguel Vargas and Andy Pajas.
I'm just going to bring up McCarthy, not a spot down 6-1 here. It's still early in the game, but he's had difficulty at first base as a runner.
Strike 1 from Yamamoto, a curveball to Suarez.
And here's the problem he's had. He's been picked off 5 times at first base since last year. 5 times.
He is someone who likes to use his legs, that is for sure. Go back to a year in 2022, he finished 4th in Rookie of the Year voting. He had 23 stolen bases, 26 a year ago. Yamamoto patiently waiting before the 1-1. It's on the way.
The Dodgers pitchers have picked off each of the last 2 pinch runners that have been put in against them before the first pitch was even thrown to the hitter after they came in to pinch run.
2 balls and a strike. The count on Suarez. 1 on, 1 out in the 4th inning. The Dodgers leading 6-1. Yamamoto's ready. So are we. And it is a fastball, a good one, but it's called ball 3. Looked like it might have got the inside corner. Carlos Torres, the home plate umpire, thought otherwise. So the focus for Yamamoto now is bouncing back to get a strike, and he does on a foul ball.
Yamamoto 24 pitches over the first couple of innings. But the next pitch is going to be number 65.
They had to work in that 3rd. The Diamondbacks at their first and only run so far. The 3-2 pitch to Eugenio Suarez is fouled into the net.
Robert saying earlier today is that, they might be able to stretch Yamamoto out maybe to 100 pitches.
Trying to put away the 3rd baseman. Another payoff pitch. High drive center field. The Pajes is in front of the warning track. That's out number 2.
Number 14, Gabriel Moreno.
So now the 24-year-old catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Grounded out to second, leading off the 3rd inning. It was a terrific play by Miguel Rojas at second base. A diving stop and then a throw. First pitch, bounce foul, 3rd base line. Kike Hernandez will field it and give it to Clayton McCullough, who will perhaps give it to a souvenir, give it to a fan as a souvenir. No, just to one of the players, as if they need a baseball.
They give it to someone else.
I'm kidding, Clayton. I'm kidding. 0-1 the count on Moreno.
I don't hear about it.
I know, that's why I gotta clarify quickly. McCarthy still on first. 2 down in the 4th. The pitch from Yamamoto at the bottom of the zone, and apparently did not get enough of it. 1-1. Dodgers trying for their 4th consecutive victory. The last 3 from the Reds to win the series. Freddie Freeman on a ground ball right up the first base line. He steps on the bag himself for the last out of the inning. An all-important shutdown inning for Yoshinobu Yamamoto to preserve this 6-1 lead. We're in the middle.
Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember.
series. That will finish a 7-game homestand before the Dodgers hit the road to Cincinnati and Queens, New York. Face the Reds and the Mets. But here now, the Arizona Diamondbacks, the reigning pennant winners in the National League, who stunned the Dodgers in the division series, back at Dodger Stadium for the first time since then. The fourth will lead off with the same batter who started a 6-run third, and that's Kike Hernandez. Strike one at the top of the zone. Facing the same pitcher, the right-handed Slade Ciccone. It was a leadoff solo home run and a rocket to center for Kike. It was the first home run, but not the only home run of the inning. Ball one from Ciccone. Freddie Freeman would follow with a grand slam to make it 5-1, and Will Smith would go back to back to make it 6-1. So a 5-run lead for the Dodgers here in the fourth. Now Hernandez popped up. That will get into the seats and allow him to continue this plate appearance with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Ciccone, and that is shot foul the other way by Kike. Into the loge level seats. Count remains 1-2. It was the third home run of the season for Kike, but his second in his last 6 games. Ciccone delivers. Kike swings, and it is right at the shortstop, Kevin Newman. Little bunny hop.
Well, just keep swinging the bat. That's where you go back to the dugout. You get a hang with them. You did your job. You hit a bit. Once you can't guide it.
Good swing, good contact, but at the well-positioned Newman. So one away in the fourth. Now Miguel Rojas. Mookie Betts is in the on-deck circle. Who's on deck is brought to you by On Deck. For small business lending that's fast and easy, go to ondeck.com. Miguel Rojas takes strike one on the outside corner. He did not take a pitch his last time up. The very first offering from Ciccone after the home run hit by Kike. Rojas took it to right field for a base hit. So he's 1 for 1 and looking for more. That's ball one. So now an even count. Ciccone now at 60 pitches. It was Joe Mantiply, the lefty who opened the game for the D-backs, pitching a scoreless first. And now Rojas in the air this time to right field. Plenty of time for McCarthy to settle underneath it. That's out number 2. So nobody on for Mookie Betts. He's 1 for 2, a base hit in the third inning. Came around to score on Freddie's grand slam. And that single came on an elevated pitch from Ciccone. It was basically at Mookie's neck, Mo. Got the bat on the baseball. Shot one to right. Average now at .339 on the year. Gets out of the way of ball one. Mookie now has hits in 7 of his last 8 games. Two balls, no strikes.
The defense is rather conventional. The left side of the infield and really the right side, maybe a step or two to pull, but the outfield straight away.
Ciccone kicks and fires. Mookie swings and is popped up. Walker and Marte drifting back from the infield. Coming in is McCarthy. He calls everybody off. It's a 1-2-3 fourth inning for Ciccone. But because of the 6th spot in the third, it's still a 5-run.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet. There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez. Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember.
Brent Rooker joining the show in studio. We're going to talk hitting.
What are you thinking right here?
That's 95 at the very top, and I at least foul it off. So I know I can cover it. If I make that same move and have that same mindset, I can cover the fastball at the top. And if I can cover that fastball at the top and at least foul it off with 2 strikes, then I know I'm on the rest of the pitches. And I know I've got time to adjust to it. Can we get a side view? One of the side views back up? And I think God,
he's going to work here. I know he's definitely ready.
Here he comes.
He's ready, man.
Game series opener, going to score 6-1. All 7 runs in this game coming in the 3rd inning. 1 for Arizona and then 6 for the Dodgers. It's back to the bump for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Right-hander now 4-1 on the year. Has put plenty of distance between himself and that tough opener in the Seoul series. The first pitch of the inning is a base hit into right off the bat of Kevin Newman. And Newman is now 2 for 2 as a leadoff single here in the 5th.
Well, planning ahead, Dodger Stadium always the place to be. But how about Saturday, June 1st, 7:10 start? The Rockies are in. And that's also Tyler Glasnow bobblehead night presented by 76. So being one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance, get here early to get your bobblehead. Join us, Dodgers.com/promotions.
So 1 on, nobody on the 5th. The leadoff batter Corbin Carroll gets a first pitch strike from Yamamoto. Carroll 0 for 2. His batting average now 189. His OPS 547. It's really tough to comprehend those numbers. For somebody, as you said, Mo, took the league by storm last year. A foul ball back, straight back, and it's 0-2.
How about the fact he's hitting just 170 on the road this year as well? I mean, here's a guy that every dimension, offense and defense, stole 54 bases on top of it.
The 0-2 pitch from Yamamoto. Big swing, big miss on a curveball. A strikeout for Yoshinobu. That's his 5th of the game.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
First out of the 5th, Ketel Marte batting now for the D-backs. He swings at the first pitch, puts one in the air to left field, pushing Teoscar Hernandez just in front of the warning track. He reaches up and hauls in out number 2.
That's what Yamamoto needs. Pitch count got a little bit high in that 3rd inning. Settled down in the 4th. And he's in the low 70s as far as the pitches go.
And now he will face someone who has quickly become one of his biggest nemesis in the major leagues. That's Jock Peterson. Jock was 3 for 3 against Yamamoto on May 1st in Arizona. Struck out his first time up tonight, but then in the 3rd, an RBI base hit. So he's now 4 for 5 against Yamamoto, who misses with his first pitch for ball 1. Peterson's average now at 321 this year. With a 5-game hitting streak, he holds up on a curveball that misses low. Now in this series, we have 3 of the top 4 OPSs in the National League. Of course, you know Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, but you might not know that Jock Peterson is 4th in the NL. 2 balls, no strikes. Yamamoto fires. Oh, big hack, no contact. 96-mile-per-hour fastball right in the middle of the plate. But Peterson couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, a little bit extra on it. That had some good movement on top.
Newman on first, 2 away in the 5th. That should be strike 2. It is. A fastball dotted at the knees. Jock will take time. It looked like he was looking at you, Mo, perhaps wanting to express his appreciation for your acknowledgement of his fashion statement tonight with all the
absolutely.
Yellows. Yeah. Now he steps back in, left side of the plate, awaiting the 2-2 pitch from Yamamoto. The right-hander out of the stretch, comes home. Upstairs, strike 3, swinging 3 straight fastballs to get Jock Peterson. The 6th strikeout for Yamamoto ends the 5th inning. Dodgers 6, Arizona.
A milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, and Will Smith to the plate. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, after surrendering some hard contact and allowing 1 run in the 3rd inning. Outside of that, he's been terrific. And then the 6-run explosion for the Dodgers in the home half of the 3rd.
15 outs he's captured, and 6 of those have come via the punch-out.
And the biggest point, the biggest thing is something you highlighted, Mo, is that he's got the pitch count in control.
And he's not just one-dimensional. You know, he's thrown everything tonight, and he's had really good command of them.
Slade Cecconi's first pitch to Shohei Ohtani, high in the air, left field. Camping out in front of the warning track is Gurriel. The ball falls into his glove. 1 pitch, 1 out for Cecconi here in the 5th. That was in the air a long time. Might have had a parachute on him, not totally sure. But 1 away. Let's say hello to Freddie Freeman for the first time since that grand slam in the 3rd. On 1 swing, he matched his RBI total from the last 12 games combined. Ball 1 in off the plate. Cecconi staring in at Carlos Torres. Can't believe the call. On 1-0, Freddie takes again. This one is low. And another ball. It was the 6th grand slam of Freeman's career. He now has 3 in Dodger blue. He's set for the 2-0. It's on the way. Little slow grounder right back to Ciccone, who fields it on the mound, runs it halfway to first before flipping to Walker. 2 away.
That was like the ad before and after. The grand slam to
I mean, he's
little bouncer politely back to the mound.
If you look down at the scorecard, Mo, is a 5-6-3 double play, then a grand slam, and then a little dribbler to the mound. So that means it's going to be a 600-foot home run.
Yeah, the next time you might want to put cotton in your ears.
Will Smith, he supplied a bang his last time up, following Freeman's grand slam with a solo home run. He couldn't stand Freeman getting ahead of him in the home run count. Now they both have 5. Bases empty, 2 out in the 5th. Dodgers leading 6-1. Strike 1 from Ciccone to Smith. The Dodgers entering this series against Arizona 9 games clear of the D-backs. The 0-1 to Will, well outside. The largest divisional lead of anybody in the major leagues belongs to the Dodgers. The Padres won earlier today, so they're now 7 games back with this result pending. A ground ball to second base off the bat of Will Smith. Another 1-2-3 inning work by Ciccone, who's settled down since giving up 6 in the 3rd. We're done with the 5th at Dodger Stadium.
Randy Arozarena, needless to say, a lot of baseball talent. Oh, there's a drive. High and deep to left. Arozarena has hit it out.
Ask and you shall receive. Into Randyland and up to the Viva Victory ledge. Tell you what, that was a no-doubter also. That wasn't one of those ones that hangs up.
445 feet for Randy Arozarena.
109. He did not miss a stitch. That got out of here in a split second.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field, and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of
backs. LA 6, Arizona 1. With Yoshinobu Yamamoto done with his preparations for the top of the 6th inning. He will face Christian Walker, Lourdes Gurriel, and Jake McCarthy, 4, 5, and 6 for Arizona. If you're just joining us, then you missed one heck of a 3rd inning. The Diamondbacks scored the first run of the game. The Dodgers responded with 6 of their own. First pitch of the 6th inning is a curveball for a strike from Yamamoto. 0-1 on the right-handed slugger Christian Walker. The first baseman is 0 for 2, struck out and lined out. And he waves through strike 2.
If you get Walker past the first pitch of an at-bat, you've already gained some ground. Why? Well, he's hit .410 on first pitches thrown to him this year.
Yamamoto's done his part, getting in front of Walker, 0-2. Steps back for the pitch. It's on the way. It's a fastball, and it is off the plate outside. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. swing, and another miss. That's punch out number 7 for Yamamoto. That's the first out of the 6th inning.
Boy, he is absolutely dealing right now. Hey, friends, you can join the Dodgers in paying tribute to the rich history of black players who donned Dodger blue. So you can purchase a Black Heritage Night ticket package for June 15th, and you receive an exclusive jersey. Come out and join us. Dodgers.com/ticketpacks.
Curveball bounces in the left-handed batter's box. Ball 1 to Lourdes Gurriel. 1 out. Base is empty. Mookie Betts had a big hand in designing that jersey you just alluded to, Mo. So another reason for fans to get here early. Ground ball to Kike Hernandez, just inside the line at third and fair. He throws it across to Freddie Freeman. 2 down.
Of course, Mookie is very much a fashion statement.
No doubt.
To begin with.
I think you get some tips from Vassay every now and again, just to kind of up his game a little bit, does Mookie. Because you always have to stay up with it, Mo.
Well.
Oh, Dave's here.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I don't know about the tips. There's a difference between...
First pitch strike to Jake McCarthy, by the way. Yamamoto steps back and fires with another. Gets a ground ball to Freeman. Yamamoto covering the bag. He steps on it. That's a quick 1, 2, 3, 6 inning. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is in cruise control in game 1.
You're champion for your directness in communication, Scorpio, which is going to be highlighted when you notice an uptick in one-on-one conversations with your teammates. Whether it's during practice or catching up over dinner, strengthening your individual bonds will only help you grow stronger as a team.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
California Chevy dealers with huge savings on the entire showroom. Head to SoCalChevy.com for more info.
Yamamoto with 87 pitches, 60 in the strike zone for the first 6 innings.
Wow.
Well, you would think is that in the 7th he may get some backup as far as getting someone loose in the pen just in case.
Teoscar Hernandez leads off the inning with a foul ball. Still Slade Ciccone pitching for Arizona. Now at 72 pitches. His work started in the 2nd inning after Joe Mantiply opened. Ciccone out of the stretch. We've talked about that so far tonight with nobody on base. Another foul ball for Teo, 0-2. Torey Lovello, the manager for the D-backs, was talking pregame how he liked Mantiply's matchup with Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman in the first. Ohtani bunted for a single. First bunt hit in 2 years. And then Freddie Freeman grounded into a double play. So that made sense up to that point. And then said, well, those guys haven't seen Slade Ciccone. The second time through the order for him will be the first time that they see Slade overall. So hopefully that gives him an advantage. Well, in the 3rd inning, the advantage was to the Dodgers with 3 home runs. Now the 0-2 pitch from Ciccone to Hernandez. It's spiked in the dirt for ball one.
Now, if you've been sitting in the stands with some of your buddies in that first inning, and you would have said, hey, I predict that Shohei Ohtani is going to bunt, buddies would have been speaking to you.
2-2 after a fastball misses outside from Ciccone. They didn't bring him here to bunt. Brought him here to produce, get on base, bring guys home, and he found a new way to do it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ciccone to Hernandez. Ground ball left side. Stopped by Suarez, who twirls and fires. Nice play at the hot corner by Eugenio Suarez to get out number 1.
How many times do you see a bunt on a highlight reel late at night? You may see one tonight.
I think so. You know, since 6 consecutive Dodgers reached against Ciccone, he's now retired 10 in a row. With Andy Pages digging in with 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. Andy Pages swinging away, a ground ball, another pick by Suarez, another twirl and throw, another out. So the Dodgers are making Suarez work, but he's handling it so far.
Yeah, if they're trying to prove a point, I would suggest they try someone else right now.
Well, Jason Hayward, the left-hander, if he goes to the third baseline, then that would be something too. And the Arizona infield shifted over basically as far as the restrictions will allow.
Well, the third baseman is really playing in the conventional shortstop position, so it may go there.
Hayward 0 for 2. A fastball inside, ball 1. Oh, big swing from Jason Hayward. A breaking ball that tailed away from his barrel. 1-1. So Pages and Hayward are the two at this point saying, well, we want to get involved too. Both of them are 0-for in this game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ciccone fires, and it's bounced to the right side. Walker picks it up on the dirt and then takes it to the bag himself. So now slates Ciccone in a rhythm. Another 1-2-3 inning for him. We're after the 6th inning at Dodger Stadium.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
We do not mess up your name. We pride ourselves here on MLB Central.
That's right.
Right?
That's
on
right.
getting them right. We have a little game for you. Are you ready? Blower Lau had his first big league hit against Nathan Eovaldi.
Wow.
No.
Oh. Your first knock's Eovaldi?
Off the end of the bat.
That's a nice one, though. That's a,
What were you thinking right there?
oh, this is your first knock? That doesn't count.
Have you ever hit 1,000 for a year?
There you go.
Backs 1, the top of the 7th, is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. The Dodgers erupting for 6 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning, thanks to 3 homers, including a grand slam from Freddie Freeman, to turn a 1-run deficit into a 5-run lead. Yoshinobu Yamamoto facing Eugenio Suarez and getting a swing and a miss for strike 1. Yamamoto with 7 strikeouts so far, including 1 of Suarez. Ball 1 downstairs on a split finger. This is the 18th time in the last 27 games that a Dodgers starting pitcher has gone at least 6 innings. The 90th pitch of the ball game on the way from Yamamoto. And it is ripped to left field. That will drop down and get to the wall. An extra base hit potentially. Chris Taylor fresh into the game, throwing to second base, where Suarez is standing up with a leadoff double. So Suarez made a couple of terrific plays defensively in the bottom of the 6th. He comes up in the 7th and has an extra base hit.
Yeah, fastball down in his hands. He was able to pull his hands through, and he absolutely whacked that one.
You know, Walker Buehler's start Saturday was the 24th time that a starter went at least 6. The team is 21-3 in those games. So you can talk about offense all you want. But the fact is, the pitching staff is the tip of the sword. Strike 1 to Gabriel Moreno on a fastball from Yamamoto. I mean, think about that. 24 times a starter has gone at least 6. The Dodgers have won 21 of those games. With Suarez on second, Yamamoto delivers. A fastball misses downstairs. It's 1-1. Dodgers starter approaching 100 pitches. Activity starting in the Dodger bullpen. Nobody up throwing just yet. Split finger gets a swing and a miss from Moreno. 1-2. One on nobody out in the 7th. Dodgers leading 6-1. And that should be strike 3. It is called strike 3. Number 8 for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That's the first out of the 7th.
Boy, that's perfectly placed down and away.
After a couple peeks at Suarez on second, Yamamoto welcomes Kevin Newman with a bounce curveball for ball 1. The Diamondbacks have 6 hits. Newman has 2 of them. He doubled and scored in the 3rd and led off the 5th of the base hit, but was stranded there. As a teammate in scoring position, the pitch from Yamamoto. Check swing, called strike 1. One ball, one strike, the count on Newman. A shortstop for Arizona in this first game of the series. Yamamoto's pitch is tapped off the glove of Will Smith for a second strike, but Will's in some discomfort behind the plate. And he's kind of flexing his left hand right now and shaking it out.
I just wonder if it hit the heel of the hand or his wrist. So you want to be a catcher?
No, I do not.
That's why it makes it really remarkable, as well as catchers can come up and hit on top of it. With the beating and the pounding that they take each and every day, every inning for that matter.
A 1-2 count for Yamamoto against Newman. Out of the stretch he fires and gets one bounced into the Dodger dugout.
I mean, you're not going to volunteer to catch?
For a T-ball game. Yeah.
Going the safe route, huh?
Yeah. There's a reason why they call catcher's equipment the tools of ignorance. This will be the 99th pitch of the game for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And it is a fastball that just misses downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-on-1 out in the top of the 7th. Dodgers up by 5. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball off the glove of a diving Rojas into center field. Suarez being waved around the throw home. The tag applied, but it's a little late. Now, Andy Pages has an absolute cannon. He showed it off there to make it close. But the run scores, and the Dodgers' lead shrinks to 4 on the RBI base hit.
Rojas came very close to just making that backhanded dive. Suarez made it look closer than it should have been.
He did not slide.
No. Corbin Carroll, the on-deck hitter, came up and was telling him, look, you got to slide. He didn't.
Well, Kevin Newman was the problem for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's 3 for 3 now. Dave Roberts has come to the mound with Yamamoto at 100 pitches. 1-on-1 out in the 7th. The fans at Dodger Stadium rise to their feet, giving the starting pitcher an ovation. He leaves with a 4-run lead. And we take a break for this Dodgers pitching change from the Dodgers Audio Network.
Get Spectrum One and catch the Los Angeles Dodgers all season. Stream over 140.
Smash to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
And this one is gone.
He's homered on consecutive nights.
Boy, has he changed his program or what? He went into the offseason saying, I'm going to cut my strikeouts down. I'm going to change my sights. I'm going to make sure that I don't try to pull everything. And, boy, his power has really come to the surface.
Chapman swings and he drills it. And gone!
Boy, what a start.
Identification on the Dodgers Audio Network.
This is LA Dodgers baseball. KLAC Los Angeles, KYSR HD2 Los Angeles, and iHeart radio station.
Anthony Banda will pitch for his 2nd consecutive game, taking over for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. This pitching change is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So the line for Yamamoto at this juncture, 6 1/3, 7 hits, 2 runs. He's responsible for Kevin Newman on first base. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 100 pitches, 69 for strikes. So Banda, who got the win in the series finale against Cincinnati, back to the mound at Dodger Stadium, facing Corbin Carroll with Newman on first and 1 out in the top of the 7th. The Dodgers lead now 6-2. Carroll flash bunt, pulled it back because it was ball 1. That was Banda's first win in the big league since May 28, 2022. A scoreless 10th inning, holding Ellie De La Cruz on second base as the zombie runner. And now Banda with a fastball pulls one away, falling behind Carroll 2-0. But it was a heck of a first impression for Banda, who was acquired from the Guardians for cash considerations on Friday. His 2-0 pitch, that one misses away as well. So the count is run to 3-0 on the struggling Corbin Carroll, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Kike Hernandez just on the cut of the grass at third. Carroll not going to swing at that. It's strike 1 from Banda. Fastball hitting the outer third. Banda from the left side delivers. He gets a big swing and a miss. 3-2.
That swing by Corbin Carroll just
it's not
still
right.
Looks, yeah, it just looks unnatural.
And Banda take advantage. Payoff pitch with 1 in and 1 out. There it comes, and it was a late time call. Banda threw a pitch, a 94 mile per hour fastball that won't count. Here's the official 3-2 pitch from Banda. He hesitates and fires high in the air, and that will get into the seats on the right field line. It's just beyond the D-back dugout from our vantage point. Yoshinobu Yamamoto now watching from the top step, hoping that Banda can get out of the 7th inning without any more damage allowed. 1 run across on the RBI single from Newman, and now Carroll pushes a base hit the other way. Taylor over to his left to cut it off, and it gets by him. And now Carroll's at second, and Newman's on third. The throw in from Pajes skips away from the cutoff man Betts. Kike Hernandez is there. But Chris Taylor just came into the game as a defensive replacement in left field for Teoscar Hernandez. That can't happen.
It'll be an error on Taylor, and that allows the runners to go to second and to third.
I mean, he was trying to throw the ball in before it was in his glove. And so Newman goes from first to third. Carroll goes from first to second. A single and an E7. Second and third, 1 out. The first pitch line to Mookie Betts off the bat of Ketel Marte, who has his hand at his waist, his head looking up at the sky. Cannot believe that he didn't score another run for the D-backs. Mookie Betts was on the spot.
What positioning? You start to look at what the ball clubs do. They get so much information. And now Arizona's going to go to the bench for a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for Jock Peterson. It'll be Randall Grichuk. And you can understand this call for Torey Lovullo. Even though Jock Peterson is off to a torrid start in 2024. You go to the right-handed bat of Grichuk. Mark Pryor will come out of the dugout to talk to Banda. Randall Grichuk this year, Mo, most of his action has been against lefties. Just 21 ABs against righties. Against lefties, he's 16 for 47. That's a .340 batting average. Getting on base at a .365 clip. Slugging .447. So an .812 OPS. With 5 extra base hits for Grichuk against left-handed pitching.
Yeah, Peterson has not been facing a lot of left-handers really over the last couple of years.
Torey Lovullo smelling some blood in the water. UCLA Bruin, who's the manager for Arizona, calling on Grichuk with Newman on third and Carroll on second. 4-run lead for the Dodgers, 2 out in the 7th inning. A fastball outside corner, strike 1 from Banda. Banda kicks and delivers. Grichuk holds up because the fastball missed the zone. 1-1. It was Banda's scoreless 10th inning on Sunday that set the stage for Shohei Ohtani's first walk-off as a Dodger. Now this 1-1 pitch to Grichuk. A souvenir into the seats. 1-2.
Hey friends, Yoshinobu Yamamoto's bobblehead night is coming up soon, and if you're one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance, Thursday, June 13th against the defending world champion Rangers, you'll get your bobblehead presented by Security Benefit. So check it out, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Banda needs one more strike to finish the 7th. His 1-2 to Grichuk. Little cue shot right back to Banda, who fields it calmly and throws to first. It's a low throw, but it's picked by Freddie Freeman before Grichuk can touch the bag. So 2 stranded by Banda. It's only 1 run for Arizona in the 7th inning. It's a 6-2 Dodger lead as we stretch at Dodger.
The Memorial Day Chevy Drive event is on at all 44 Southern California Chevy dealers, featuring Silverado, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, the tech-forward Trax, powerful Colorado, and rugged Trailblazer. Now get 1.9% financing on this Silverado, or get $5,350 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or qualified lessees with a current eligible lease can get this Trax for around $249 a month.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's gonna wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Dodgers up 1-0. Freddie, first ball swinging, hits a fly ball to left, and this ball is going to be off the wall. Freddie in with another double. A wall double for Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman now sits alone as the Los Angeles era leader in doubles in a single season with 50.
Another double for the doubles machine that is Freddie Free. That's number 50. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, a 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Slade Ciccone is out. Bryce Jarvis is in, the rookie right-hander, entering today with an ERA of 4.56 in 17 games this year.
One of the young guys that his ball club looks to in Arizona. They really made a step up last year, and it was much needed. And you could really see over the last number of years the younger players that they were developing, and then they were kind of developing into their own at the big league level.
Some pitch com problems, it looks like, before Kike Hernandez can lead off the inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Dodgers after the 7th inning stretch. It's a 6-2 Dodger lead in Game 1 of this 3-game series. The Diamondbacks took a 1-0 lead in the top of the 3rd inning. The Dodgers responded with 6 runs in the bottom half of the 3rd. 3 homers, including a leadoff home run for Kike Hernandez, who is leading off here in the 7th. With Ciccone out, you can put his final line in Sharpie. 5 innings, those 6 runs on 6 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. He threw 80 pitches, 50 of them for strikes. He allowed 6 consecutive Dodgers to reach against him, but he finished his night retiring the final 12.
He got the big outs when he really needed, and one of the things that he did again tonight, he got a hit early in a lot of counts. You punch out 8 guys and walk only 1. That's a terrific ratio, and he just understands. You know, we're finding out more and more about Yamamoto. He understands how to attack the strike zone.
Bryce Jarvis attacks the strike zone, but misses it, pulling a fastball low to Kike Hernandez, 1-0. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto was terrific for the Dodgers. 6 1/3, 2 earned on 7 hits, just 1 walk and 8 strikeouts. His ERA now 3.17 on the year. The 1-0 pitch to Kike, high in the air, right center field. It should be handled by Corbin Carroll. He waves off McCarthy and has the first out.
Steve, you start to look at what the offense has done tonight. Arizona's had opportunities. They've had 7 at-bats with runners in scoring position. They're 2 for 7. How many at-bats have the Dodgers had with runners in scoring position? 1. Of course, it was a grand slam.
I was going to say they made it count, didn't they?
Yeah.
Strike one to Miguel Rojas, who's one of 7 Dodgers starters with a hit in this game. Bounce foul, third base side, 0-2. Betts has a single, Ohtani a bunt single, Freeman's grand slam, Smith with a solo home run, Teoscar Hernandez got a base hit before Chris Taylor took his spot. Andy Pajes and Jason Hayward the only ones without a knock so far. Rojas singled and scored in the 3rd inning. On the ground on the right side of the infield. Easy play for Ketel Marte, who makes it for out number 2. That will turn the lineup over and bring Mookie Betts back to the dish, 1 for 3. Average at 337 now for Mook. Bases empty, 2 away. The first pitch from Jarvis, 97-mile-per-hour fastball, a little low, and it's ball 1. A 1-0 pitch, and Mookie checks his swing, but the ball got the end of his bat, so it's fouled away for a strike. Eliezer Hernandez has been warming in the Dodger bullpen. Mookie leans out of the way of what he thought was going to be ball 2, but it came back over the zone for a strike 2. Really well executed pitch. Well, Bryce Jarvis buckled the knees of Mookie Betts. That ain't easy to do. And now the 1-2 pitch. Mookie spoils it with a foul ball into the seats. Mookie is just so fun to watch work in the batter's box. He is obviously one of the best in the world. 1-2 pitch from Jarvis, and Mookie, little fly ball to center field. And Carroll comes in. It's a 1-2-3 7th work by Jarvis out of the bullpen for Arizona. It remains.
Now it's time for Who Could It Be? We're going to show you the childhood photo of a big league star. Can you guess who it is? The answer is Randy Arozarena.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field, and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez. Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit would be one to remember.
Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, good times. It was a great time for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 3rd inning, scoring 6 runs, thanks in large part to 3 homers, including a grand slam by Freddie Freeman. and made it 6-1, but the Diamondbacks scored one more in the top of the 7th, so it's a 6-2 lead as we welcome you back for the top of the 8th inning. 6 outs to get. They take the series opener, and Eliezer Hernandez will try and get him started in that department. On Wednesday against the Giants, he threw 91 pitches in a quote-unquote bullpen game, but that was a start. 6 innings, 3 earned on 4 hits. His first pitch to Christian Walker is ball 1. That's 4, 5, and 6 due up for the D-backs. A swing and a miss from Walker. Levels the count 1-1. Good impression made by Hernandez in San Francisco, because the Dodgers kept him on the staff and in the bullpen through the series with the Reds. Now, you might have gotten used to the transactions where a reliever comes up, and pitches an appearance, and then it's option or DFA to make some 40-man room. A check swing from Walker. He did go around, though. It's 1-2.
Yeah, it's like a tag team.
Yeah, I mean, it's the front office has been busy, that is for sure. But they've been pulling all the right strings and pushing all the right buttons. You combine that with the Dodgers pitching lab. Ball 2 tumbles away. It's a square count 2-2 to Walker. Because despite not having their best pitcher, Evan Phillips, despite not having Ryan Brazier, Joe Kelly, yada, 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 it's been next person up. And they've all delivered. Ball 3 from Eliezer, and now the count is full on Walker.
By the way, Evan Phillips, Dave Roberts is saying today, he's getting closer and closer.
A payoff from Hernandez. A little flare right side. Freddie Freeman in foul ground. He corrals it. 1 down.
The other update that we got today is that Bobby Miller will throw a simulated game here tomorrow. And depending upon how that comes out, I expect him to go out and have maybe 2 rehab starts and then be reactivated with the big league club.
Should be a 3-inning sim game for Bobby tomorrow. And Phillips going to need a few games on a rehab assignment, but he could be back in a week to 10 days. First pitch to Gurriel off the plate, but called strike 1. Joe Kelly has started his throwing progression, and Dustin May has started throwing off a mound.
That's great news.
A breaking ball, missing down and away from Hernandez to the right-handed Gurriel. 1-1 count. A foul ball into the net.
I'm still reminded of what the great Dr. Neil Elatraj with the Dodgers was talking to Charlie Steiner and I a couple of years ago, down just outside the dugout club. We were talking about injuries and players coming back. I'll finish after this pitch.
It's a 1-2 pitch to Gurriel. In the air, left field, hooking toward the corner. It's trouble. It is deep, and it is gone. Into section 53, a solo home run for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And the Diamondbacks are within 3.
I did not want to interrupt the home run by Gurriel. That's on a 1-2 pitch.
Yeah.
And that was kind of right in the wheelhouse. But getting back to what Dr. Elatraj was talking to us about with injuries, in particular with surgeries that are coming back. The biggest thing is to let the players know ahead of time, even before the surgery, and then repeat it after. There are no shortcuts in rehabbing to come back. If you try those shortcuts, what you wind up doing is endangering and elongating the rehab period of time.
Eliezer Hernandez first pitch to McCarthy misses the zone, ball 1.
But it's amazing what the medical staff.
That's turned on and hooked foul by McCarthy.
The medical staff in this organization, from the trainers to the physical therapists, I mean, it's everything to great doctors. And for Dr. Neil Elatraj, well, he trained under the best, Dr. Frank Jobe.
Ball 2 upstairs, 2-1 the count on the Arizona right fielder.
But baseball as a whole has made so many different, rule changes, for example, to keep players healthy and on the field.
That's strike 2. Good pitch from Hernandez. Clipped the inside corner, squaring the count.
Like sliding at home plate, giving the runners a lane. Can't pick up the double plays at second base.
The 2-2. McCarthy hits it in the air deep to right field into the Arizona bullpen, and the Diamondbacks have gone back-to-back to make it 6-4.
And both with 2 strikes in the home runs.
Goodness, things have gotten interesting here in the top of the 8th inning.
And things will get busy in the bullpen, I'm certain, in the next couple of minutes.
That's the 2nd home run of the year for McCarthy, following the 6th from Gurriel. Back-to-back blasts, shrinking the lead of the Dodgers down to just 2.
Yeah, that pitch was right down Broadway, and he hit it to Main Street.
Eliezer Hernandez now having a chat with Will Smith, Mookie Betts, and Miguel Rojas before Eugenio Suarez digs in there. So a shot to the left field corner for Gurriel, and then McCarthy pulls one the other way. For Gurriel, that was his first home run in 26 games. April 16th was the last time he went deep. Mention now he's one of a few D-back big names scuffling coming into the series. Strike 1 for Hernandez. At the top of the zone on Suarez, who is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Now Suarez trying to make it 3 in a row, but he whiffs at strike 2. Dodgers 6, the Diamondbacks 4. Bases empty, 1 out in the 8th. That popped up by Suarez. Rojas, just off the infield. From second base as out number 2. That should settle Hernandez's nerves a little bit here. 2 out in the inning.
That's number 14, Gabriel Moreno.
And Daniel Hudson begins to throw in the Dodgers bullpen.
Gabriel Moreno, Arizona's catcher. Launches ball 1, miss high. He is 0 for 3 in this game with a strikeout. Right down the chute for strike 1. Hernandez ready with his 1-1 pitch. And that is off the plate. Away. So 2-1. The Diamondbacks, 2 runs here in the top of the 8th inning, back-to-back solo home runs. 2-1 pitch from Hernandez, pulled on the ground to short. Mookie Betts has it with 2 hands, throws to Freddie Freeman, and that will bring an end to the top of the 8th inning. But the lead has gone from 4 to 2 in a hurry. Dodgers leading 6-4 in the middle of the.
We do not mess up your name. We pride ourselves here on MLB Central.
That's right.
Right?
That's
on
right.
getting them right. We have a little game for you. Are you ready? Blow or Lau had his first big league hit against Nathan Eovaldi.
Wow.
No.
Oh. Your first knock's Eovaldi?
Off the end of the bats.
That's
Weber.
a nice one, though.
Yeah.
That's a
What were you thinking right there?
Oh, this is your first knock? That doesn't count.
Have you ever hit 1,000 for a year?
There you go.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Dansby Swanson in this photo of Cubs fans?
He is an outstanding defender.
Swanson! Oh, baby! Dansby Swanson, what a catch! Spectacular play by Dansby. That's drilled left field. That one is gone. Pretty well struck on its way. Gone. Dansby Swanson. Dansby has left the yard.
And there he is.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
Coming at first5california.com. Back at Dodger Stadium, game 1 of this 3-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks has gotten a little interesting and a little more stressful. 2 solo home runs for Arizona in the top of the 8th inning. So it's now 6-4. The Dodgers will have Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, and Will Smith batting in the home half against Bryce Jarvis. Ohtani rips the first pitch, but it's right at the first baseman, Christian Walker. Well positioned and a good defender to boot. It's a loud out on 1 pitch here in the 8th.
I read that correctly. It was 114 miles an hour off the bat.
And that's light work for Shohei Ohtani.
That's not a blooper.
Now Freddie Freeman, 1 for 3. That one, a big one. A grand slam in that 6-run 3rd inning for the Dodgers. He's in front of Jarvis here. 1 ball, no strikes. His 3rd grand slam as a Dodger. Look out his knees. That's ball 2. He got out of the way. The problem for the Dodgers is that since Will Smith went back-to-back after Freeman's grand slam, 16 in a row had been retired by Arizona pitching. Now the 2-0 to Freddie. Freddie pushes one in the air the other way that is tailing toward the seats. It will get there down the left field line. Slade Ciccone settled in, and then Bryce Jarvis is now through an inning and a 3rd of spotless work so far. Dodgers would love to break out of this 0 for 16 stretch with some insurance, and Freddie Freeman's just the man to do it. He pulls a base hit into right field. Ketel Marte was shading him a little bit too far to the right side. Freddie found a hole for his 2nd hit of the ball game.
It's as if he heard you say 16 in a row had been retired. Put it into that.
And on in front of Will Smith. First pitch, up and in, ball 1. Freddie on first, 1 down, bottom 8. Dodgers ahead by 2. That's a fastball missing high from Jarvis. 2-0 on Smith. Over the weekend, joined Teoscar Hernandez and Shohei Ohtani in the 30 RBI club. They have a few more threatening. That's ball 3 outside. Mookie Betts with 29. Max Muncy currently on the injured list with 28. And Freddie Freeman with 29. Here's the 3-0. No chance Will was swinging. It clips the corner on the outside part, and it's 3-1. Smith has the entire right side, essentially, if he wants it. Freddie Freeman slides back safely as Jarvis tried to pick him off. Walker, the first baseman, holding Freeman, and Marte is close to straight up with second base. A second disengagement. This one a little closer on the pickoff attempt. But Freddie's safe again, and that's the last one that Jarvis will get. Freddie's all smiles right now with Christian Walker. And Freddie had 23 stolen bases last year. He has 1 so far this year. He's dancing right now with Jarvis, who comes home and misses inside to Will Smith with ball 4.
Oh,
wait a second.
Smith had already tossed the bat away.
That is a brutal call. It's not particularly close for Carlos Torres. I mean, Will Smith looking around like, wait, really? Like he thought it was a joke. I mean, it was, but the call's official. So now it's 3-2. Jarvis to Smith, who fouls back a 95-mile-per-hour fastball to stay alive. Those calls are part of the game. Instead of it being first and second, one out, still 1-on-1 out. Smith still working. And finally, ball 4.
But Smith hesitated just in case.
That one was comfortably high. So all that call did was made Jarvis throw a couple extra pitches for Chris Taylor to study before his first plate appearance of the evening. Taylor entered the game for Teoscar Hernandez in the top of the 7th inning. Has made an error in the field. Can he atone for it at the plate? His batting average at .083 heading into this battle with Jarvis. First pitch swinging. He fouls back strike 1. It has been a challenging year in many facets for Chris Taylor. OPS of .294. He's 5 for 60 at the plate this year. He has 2 on in front of him, and that's a base hit. Freddie Freeman had to hold up just in case, so it's station to station. But a single for CT loads the bases with 1 out in the 8th inning.
Yeah, Chris Taylor, we've talked about it a lot. He's the one guy the Dodgers just hoping is, hey, look, the hard work is paying off. Gets in there, gets a base hit. One of those feel-good moments, and boy, you need that from Chris Taylor.
Bases loaded with Dodgers. 1 out in the 8th inning. They're up by 2. Would love to lead by more. Andy Pages batting. They have 1 grand slam tonight. And Pages tried to make it 2. Tipped 95 into the glove for strike 1. On Sunday, Pages produced his 5th home run of the year. Now up to 16 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch from Jarvis taken the other way. Tailing toward the seats down the right field line. It will hit the netting. No play to be made or attempted by McCarthy, but it's 0-2.
If that ball, Stephen, had been caught up against that protected netting, tagging up at third was Freeman, and I think he was going to take off and just test it.
Freeman, Smith, and Taylor from third to first, respectively. Jarvis with the 0-2 pitch, and Pages fouls it back. It was high above the zone, close enough for Pages to swing. Daniel Hudson is hot for the Dodgers in the pen, preparing for the 9th inning. What kind of lead will he have to work with? Right now it's 6-4. The bases are loaded with 1 out. Another 0-2. Pages takes ball 1 upstairs.
The last time the Dodgers had 2 grand slams in 1 game, July 10th, 2021, against the Diamondbacks. Justin Turner and Mookie Betts.
1-2, another foul ball. Andy Pages battling with Jarvis here in the 8th inning. Wouldn't mind seeing a little repeat of that history, Mo. 2 grand slams in the same game against Arizona. Andy Pages has an opportunity. Jason Hayward's on deck. Bases loaded, 1 out. That's ball 2. Squaring the count. After Ohtani lined out 114+ miles per hour off the bat to start this inning. Freddie Freeman produced the Dodgers' first hit since the third inning, a single. Will Smith walked, and then Chris Taylor singled to load him up. Now the 2-2 pitch. Pages takes another, and it's ball 3. It's a good AB that's being worked by the rookie. The 8th pitch to Pages. Pulled left side. Suarez has it. He goes to second for 1. Marte to first. And that is an inning-ending double play. Pages slams his helmet at his feet down the first base line. Frustrated that he couldn't give the...
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Here's Casas, 250, a pair of home runs, one of them against Canning. There's a swing and a drive. He hammered this baby. Watch this one fly. Oh, did he crush it? Casas way out into the bleachers. And the Red Sox grab a 3-0 lead. He put the hammer down on this baby.
Man, talking about staying back on a cambio, almost like you know it's coming. He throws Canning, tries to throw a changeup. Casas puts a fastball swing on.
Over your old vehicle, just donate it today and get it picked up tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org. Of course, that is cars with a K. The Dodgers lead 6-4. Top of the 9th belongs to Daniel Hudson. They had the bases loaded and only 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. A chance to put this one further out of reach of Arizona in the series opener. But a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play was hit into by Andy Pages. So now Hudson will face 9-1-2 for Arizona. But this isn't just any number 9 hitter. It's a 3-for-3 Kevin Newman. He has a double and 2 singles, including an RBI knock in the 7th. That made it 6-2. The Diamondbacks got 2 solo home runs back-to-back in the 8th inning to pull within 2. Hudson, first pitch of the night is ball 1 to Newman. The former first-round pick of the Pirates, now doing damage for the D-backs. And he's in front of Hudson, 2-0. For Daniel Hudson, I mean, the old adage stays the same for the old vet. It's the leadoff guy. You don't want to walk him. And he's fallen behind 3-0. A nervous silence here at Dodger Stadium here in Game 1. It was 6-1 at one point. There's a strike from Huddy, a fastball at 96. It was 6-1 after the 6th spot in the 3rd inning. But Arizona scored the last 3. 3-1 starting the top of the 9th inning. That's in the air, right field, tailing toward the seats, and Jason Hayward won't have a play. He watches it.
Honestly, a big pitch right here. The guy on deck, Corbin Carroll, I guess he's had difficulty putting the ball into play. He's 1 for 4, but he's a guy you don't expect to be able to get a double play ball even if he hits a ground ball. So big man to get right here to start off the inning.
Hudson exhales and fires at 3-2. 96-mile-per-hour fastball. That's fouled by Newman. Kevin Newman coming off a down offensive year with Cincinnati last year. He calls time here. Now with Arizona. All 3 hits against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Threw 100 pitches in a game for the first time as a major leaguer and as a Dodger. Now the 3-2 from Hudson. Bounce to the right side. Freeman has it on the backhand, and Hudson's covering the bag. Steps on it. 1 down.
Boy, to perfection, and a nice toss by Freeman also to lead Hudson right to the bag where he could get the ball, still had plenty of time to then check where's the bag, touch the bag, 1 out.
Hudson trying to finish what Yamamoto started over 6 1/3, 2 runs on 7 hits. The 18th quality start for the Dodgers since April 21st. They're 20-6 in that span, trying to go to 21-6. They need 2 more outs. Here's Corbin Carroll taking a pitch from Hudson. It's a fastball low, ball 1. Carroll's 1 for 4 with a single and 2 strikeouts. Hudson kicks and fires. And that's a good one. Another heater. This one a strike. An even count, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. It misses low. Hudson has 2 saves this season. Needs a new baseball. His ERA at 2.84 coming into this outing. Two balls and a strike. Hudson to Carroll. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 97 from Daniel Hudson.
Yeah, and upstairs too.
Fastball. Had some teeth. Squares the count 2-2. Needs a strike. And nearly got it. Missing low with ball 3. That'll fill things up with the bases empty and 1 out in the 9th inning. The Dodgers trying to hang on, up by 2. Carroll takes time. The dangerous Ketel Marte, the dangerous and hot Ketel Marte on deck. Now all parties ready for a payoff pitch. Here it comes from Hudson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dials up 97 again at the top of the zone. And Carroll whiffed again.
Well, that's a big pitch. You could not walk him, not with the speed and not with the tying run coming up to home plate behind him.
It's Ketel Marte batting with 2 down. Dodgers need 1 more out. Hudson kicks and comes home. Another fastball right at the top of the zone. Strike 1. Hudson's ready. It's on the way. Cut on and missed. Made Marte look silly for strike 2.
After that big fastball, then came back with a slider.
That brings Dodger Stadium to its feet. A strike away from a series opening win. Here's the 0-2. It's upstairs, ball 1. $37,634 on hand on this Monday night at the Ravine. The first of 3 against Arizona. Here's the pitch from Hudson. It's fouled over the net. So this will continue. Hudson about to throw his 18th pitch of the 9th inning. It's a 2-run lead. There's nobody on, 2 away. The 1-2. And Marte won't go away. Another souvenir before we go home. Hudson settles in, fires, and that's downstairs. Squaring the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marte, a tough AB. He's showing why here in the 9th inning. Hudson's 2-2 pitch sits him down and ends the ball game. Back-to-back Ks in a 1-2-3 9th inning for Daniel Hudson. It's a 6-4 win to open the series. Victory formation in the field. We'll take a timeout and come back to wrap things up on the Dodgers Audio Network after the 6-4 victory against the D-backs.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Every winning season is built on a strong team. A team committed to executing a solid game plan. At Security Benefit, we want to help you and your advisor build your retirement game plan. To help you stay committed so that when it's time to execute, you know you've got a solid team behind you. When it comes to retirement, losing is not an option.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Charlie Blackmon in this photo of Rockies fans?
Charlie Blackmon comes up with a tremendous catch.
Charlie Blackmon has hit for the cycle.
Grand slam, Charlie Blackmon. And he comes up with a beautiful catch. Touch of all time for Charlie Blackmon.
And there he is.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
We do not mess up your name. We pride ourselves here on MLB Central.
That's right.
Right?
That's
on
right.
getting them right. We have a little game for you. Are you ready? Blow or Lau had his first big league hit against Nathan Eovaldi.